Hey, let's just call it what it is, okay? Not all problems are opportunities. Now, I was probably about 18 years old. I got this job working at this electronics store. And I was introduced to the idea that problems are just opportunities in disguise. It was an interesting concept to me at the time, and I began to look at troubling issues as a chance to work through difficulties in order to come up with a solution. The idea, when given the explanation, can be encouraging, but without context, the wording can be discouraging and disheartening. Referring to all problems as opportunities can be encouraging. It gives you a chance to make difficult decisions in order to grow and to come out on top. On the other hand, it can be demoralizing when those problems are seemingly insurmountable and a solution cannot be reached in a timely manner. So, what are some issues that might use interchangeable wording? I came up with three: flat tire, missing something, change in work position. All right, so it's a short list, obviously not all encompassing, but these situations can be both a problem and an opportunity depending on the circumstance with which they occur. So let's have a look at them one by one. Flat tire. All right, so situation one. You're getting ready to head out for a day with the family. Your daughter is with you when you go out to load the car. She notices that you have a flat tire and points it out to you. Those who change tires on their own with no special equipment can usually change a tire within about 15 minutes. For people who aren't used to it, it can take a bit longer. Now, the problem is a flat tire. The situation is a casual one. The opportunity is the chance to teach your daughter how to change a tire. When you look at it as a teaching situation, the problem becomes something positive. So here's situation two. You're driving down the freeway and you get a flat tire. Not taking into account the weather, you still have to make it to the side of the road to get out of traffic. Then you have to change that tire while cars are driving past at highway speeds. You're also on your way to work, and the 15 minutes to change the tire will likely make you late. And everyone who changed tires knows it's not a clean job. The same problem is not an opportunity. Now, let's say you're missing something. So, again, two situations. The first situation, you've been looking for something off and on for weeks. It's one of those things that you don't really need to have right away, but it's driving you crazy because you haven't been able to find it yet. One day, with no obligations that day, you decide to do a room by room search. During your search, you end up organizing, cleaning, and getting rid of things you no longer need or want. Without realizing it, you turn a problem into an opportunity, and whether you found the item or not, you feel better because you accomplished something. And now, situation two. You've been looking for something off and on for weeks. It was one of those things that you didn't really need right away, but now it's a must have. You've searched high and low, and the deadline came up unexpectedly. You didn't know you were going to need it until now. You need to have that missing item now. You don't have time to do a room by room search. You don't have time to clean everything in order to find it. You have enough time to make a bigger mess and you still may not find it. Without it, you can get into a lot of trouble. This is not an opportunity. This is a problem. Okay, so the third one is a change in work position. Now, you all know what that means, and that can be different things. So your boss comes to you with an offer to change departments. She tells you this is an opportunity for you to grow with the company. The problem is that you don't get along with the supervisor in that department. Well, you may grow with the company, you're not sure if you can find a way to put your differences aside and work with that supervisor. Now you have two opportunities. You have a chance to grow in the company, and you have a chance to grow in your relationship with people you normally wouldn't get along with. So, situation number two, your boss comes and tells you she says she has an opportunity. They don't tell you what it is, and their tone doesn't give you any indication that it's something positive. You've been ingrained to hear that opportunity is another word for problem. You panic. You believe your job may be in danger. You feel like you're going to be punished. You see what that is there? Problems are just opportunities, which means opportunities are potential problems. The inability to differentiate between an opportunity and a problem. Since 1995 and possibly longer, the words problem and opportunity have become synonymous with each other. At the beginning of the trend, the explanation of how a problem can be an opportunity was explained. Over the years, the explanation faded away, and it was accepted that the word problem meant opportunity. As with any words that are considered to be the same thing, those who don't get a clear view of the situation hear the word opportunity and think problem. So when a situation occurs and someone says that there is an opportunity that needs to be addressed, stress levels tend to rise. Defenses go up, resistance is the first response, and focus is entirely on the problem. Words can be a tricky thing. When opposite words become interchangeable, the meaning of those words become blurred. The speaker may mean one thing, but the hearer can decipher it as the opposite. You know what would make it simple? Is if you call it what it is. A problem can lead to an opportunity, but not all opportunities are problems. It's time to go back to the time when it was clear which was which. If there was a problem, call it a problem, and then follow it with an explanation of an opportunity that could come from it. By doing this, it's a clear communication of what the situation actually is. A problem doesn't have to be daunting if the opportunity is reasonable and realistic. If there's an actual opportunity that is not based on a problem, make it clear that it is a positive opportunity. This will allay the fear that you really mean a problem. This will make the ensuing conversation a whole lot easier. By removing the tension from the start, the defenses are easier to get through because you've been solidified by, or rather, they haven't been solidified by misinterpretation. If a problem is a problem with no immediate chance for growth, then leave it as a problem. If a problem offers room for growth, then call it a problem with a viable solution. Explain opportunities as what they are, positive situations that allow growth. Problems and opportunities are words that are opposites, and using them interchangeably causes stress and defense mechanisms to any conversation that contain those words. It's time to end the trend and call things what they really are. And that isn't just about problems and opportunities, it's about pretty much everything. Be clear, be specific, and don't interject opposite words in order to lighten up the situation, because that's just going to lead to more problems down the road. Well, this has been Michael Woodruff with Neurodivergent Life, and I'm going to keep on living it. Until next time.